Hi guys, watch the Cooper Summer Clause on stv.tv/music, please.
I'm here with the Cooper Temple Clause at the Glasgow signing of their latest album. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello. Can you give me a brief history of the Cooper Temple Clause and the type of music you play?
We all met in Mozambique in '91 and we all went to the same school there. And we'd done 2 albums before this third one, which is called Make This Your Own.
What is a Cooper Temple Clause?
Over to Dan.
What is a Cooper Temple Clause? A Cooper Temple Clause is anything that is long, annoying and awkward. So we thought it was fitting for us, as we are long people and annoying people and awkward people.
Was there a conscious decision to make the latest album more commercial, or was it just a natural progression for the music?
I think it was just something that we wanted to experiment with, and we didn't want to make the same album again. And I think one of the big things was that we worked with a producer this time that wanted to help us work on songwriting, which is kind of an area in music that we hadn't really tested before. And it wasn't a conscious decision at all, like to go commercial. And I don't think it's necessarily more commercial than the last 2 albums. It's a baby number 3 that we're proud of, exactly like the others.
Is it nice to be getting more recognition? Because you certainly seem to be getting a lot more airplay now on kind of more popular stations.
I've heard recently that Waiting Games has been played a lot in Scotland, and that's a really good thing. I mean, we don't write records to have them played on radio, but it's obviously a bonus to have your records played on radio. So we thank everyone in Scotland for buying it and letting it be played on the radio.
It's quite interesting that 3 members of the band sing, so how do you decide who sings what, and have there ever been any fallouts over who's singing what song?
It just kind of, we used to do it on the B-sides, we still do it on the B-sides, kind of me and Tom would sing, but on the albums we kind of pretty much left it to Ben, and Chris said to us that you got 3 guys who can sing and you're not doing yourself justice if you don't put it on an album. So there were a couple of songs where we'd all have a bash at singing it, and some songs automatically we kind of knew it would suit kind of one of our voices, but it was kind of whoever could give it the most honest kind of version, really. I mean, it tended to be obviously kind of something that I'd written, for instance. I would kind of have a go at singing, and something that Tom had written he would sing, but there are also times when we just know that Ben's voice is far more suited to the song, and at the end we want whoever's singing it to do it justice. So it's whoever could step up to the plate and do the most rollicking version.
Do you plan to play any larger venues? Because when you come to Glasgow and stuff, you always sell out King Tut's, but it seems there would be a demand for a bigger gig, or do you prefer the more intimate venues?
Well, we're coming back in March, or it's going to be end of March, start of April. We're going to be playing the QMU, I think. But yeah, we always like playing Tuts because it's just an amazing vibe, and like, every time we play there, it's just absolutely brilliant. So we always ask if we can play there, and we always get looked after really well. So it's always a great experience. But yeah, next time we come back, we're playing the QME, if that makes a difference.
What do you think of the Scottish crowds?
The Scottish crowds are extremely vocal. They're kind of loud, boozy, and kind of everything that a rock and roll crowd should be. So you always know they're going to have a good time, and if they don't, they'll let you know. So it's almost like a little bit more pressure to do it for them.
I was like when we played Tea in the Park a few years ago, and Mike Skinner from the Streets had a mad off with the Scottish crowds to see who could be more mad.
So obviously Did's left the band. Did you ever contemplate getting another bassist, or did it just seem natural to kind of reorganise? Or
we kind of thought about it for a while. It was definitely, we were sat there kind of thinking, all right, can we actually do a lot of the old songs more than anything with 5 members? But we did. We kind of worked at it, and we've been together since school, and I think it felt a bit weird trying to introduce someone else. So we got on with it ourselves and did a small tour of some places in Europe that we hadn't played before, and kind of road tested it there. And right from the first gig, it worked out really well. And if anything, with 5 people as opposed to 6, there's less to go wrong. So I think we're a much tighter unit, and the whole experience just kind of brought us all a lot closer together. Everyone had to raise their game and learn new parts and just generally be better at what we do.
If you were in another band, past or present, which one would it be?
Scorpions. Wind of Change, great song. I'm a Good Whistler.
Give us more.
No, that's it. I'm not in the Scorpions.
I'd go for late Fleetwood Mac, kind of Tango in the Night era.
I'd do anything to be in Queen.
Why should we listen to the Cooper Temple Clause?
Why? Because we're all over the place, and people need to have more options in their life. I think if you listen to us, you'll have options. We open doors for people.
We're just not a bland band who are trying to mimic someone from 20, 30 years ago. It's, we try and push music forward and try and do something innovative and imaginative. So, if people want that from music, come and listen to us. But if people want to have bands who want to sound like they lived in the 60s or 70s, then don't listen to us.
We're a bit like, the sandwiches that you get that have 3 sandwiches in them as opposed to 2.
Like Marks and Spencer's feast selection.
Yeah.
We got a bit of prawn mayo, a bit of ham and mustard,
But
a bit
then
of egg and cress.
Exactly. Sometimes you can end up with
Egg and cress.
I'm just saying what's in the sandwich.
Bacon, there's got to be bacon.
They're after egg and cress.
I'm just
But
saying what's in
unfortunately,
the
sometimes in the
sandwich.
3 sarnie bunch, there is maybe one that
There's the odd
that
duffer.
you don't like. But
The turkey Christmas special. That's good.
If it's to your taste, why not?
they're human as well. I mean, they've got
You got to have a
feelings.
vegetarian option in there, I think. Which egg and cress soup fits that.
Some people like all 3, and some people don't like all 3. That's
You
the way it-
surely,
that's the way it goes.
rather have a ploughman's than an egg and cress.
Well, yeah.
No, I'm just talking about the sandwich that I saw on the bus. I didn't get asked to create my own one by Marks and Spencer's.